Well, you're probably wondering why I decided to record this far away from the camera when it's usually about shoulders up. I figured when I had posted my last video saying, or the video before last where I said, pick an angle that makes you look the worst. There you go. I'm one out of shape motherfucker. You know, I don't really think that there's any other way to explain my personal image issues unless you get a good look at me instead of seeing from here up. So this is me, a lumpy, out of shape bastard. Not exactly the most pretty guy on YouTube, and I'm okay with that. But the reason why I'm posting this video, actually, there's a point. Let me wander over here and sit down so you can really get an idea of the body shape. Looks good, don't it? Black is so thinning. It's trimming, it's trimming. But actually, the reason why I wanted to post this video was because of the fact that I had a lot of different ideas of what I wanted to do. I had some things, like always, that go through my head, and I think to myself, I should probably record that because it's something I'd like to communicate. But as I said down in the office today, yes, it's Sunday, I'm in the office. I had some, I guess you could call them chores, that needed to get done this weekend, and I did a little bit yesterday, and then I went over and went home. And then I decided when I got up today that I should probably go back to the office and try to finish them as best I could before the work tomorrow. But I'm getting off track here. Basically, I sat down in the office today and I decided I was going to watch a little bit of YouTube before I got back to doing what I was doing. I was sort of taking a break because my back was hurting a little from lifting and moving stuff around and bending over and whatnot. And as you can see, I'm not exactly the epitome of peak perfection physically. So, anyway, as I was watching YouTube, something occurred to me. Something that has been said many times before, but the perspective I've always had on this particular statement has been sort of a general understanding. You know, people say that time on the internet or time online runs much faster than the real world, whereas, you know, if you were to take off, say, a week from YouTube and your online journals and chat rooms and stuff, that online the time is like, it's like a couple years worth of time passes for just a week, you know. Maybe even more depending on how fast the interaction and circumstances change. It's always an example if you watch different videos of people that have taken a vacation or taken a break from YouTube. When they come back, they're like, wow, man, I've been gone for a week. I went to Hawaii or I went to, I don't know, Africa. I come back and there's so many different things that happened that I missed out on and da-da-da-da. Well, I've come to realize that that is more true in the sense of relating to YouTube from a community member standpoint. When I started YouTube 2 years ago, the community was completely different. The mentality and the attitude and the values of most of the people on there was different. You know, it was about video sharing. It was about communication. It was about, you know, entertaining your friends and connecting with people. But over the last year and a half, you know, year and a half, the attitude and everything has changed. It's a whole new generation of people that are using the site for different reasons. And, you know, what really captured that particular truth to me was the fact that I've completely lost connection or understanding with the site that is YouTube. I mean, the motivations that people come on here, the things that they're trying to achieve are completely different than what I originally started posting videos on YouTube for. You know, I'm not trying to pursue some sort of career, or I'm not trying to make money. You know, my whole motivation for being on the site isn't about how many subscribers I can get to have a fake number to hold up to an advertising company to show them that I'm worthwhile and put money in. You know, I've been on YouTube for over 2 years now, and I've got just under 600 subscribers. You know, I mean, there are people that have been on here for 2 or 3 months that have a couple thousand. Every day, I see somebody who I've never seen before on YouTube suddenly sending out there, I just got my 2,000th subscriber, you know, or I just hit 1,500. And these people, I look at the profiles, they've been here since, like, you know, August of 2007. So I'm like, well, okay, I guess that's not good because that's a year, but January 2008. The point being, it's a very short amount of time. Some people been here a month and a half and they've already got 2,000 subscribers. It's just, it's amazing. But that's a world that I'm not really a part of, and it's not the motivation. Now, I know I only post a video once a month. You know, recently I've been posting a little bit more regularly, but I only post a video once a month. And I know that I don't really strive for subscribers, because that's not what my motivation is. I feel that the quality of people that subscribe to my channel make up for the fact that there isn't 4 billion, you know, or whatever. I don't want to be the most subscribed. I don't want to be featured. Nothing that I say or do, in my mind, really should be in that way. I mean, if there's anything that I've said that has value or merit, I would like that to be, you know, I'd like that to be communicated through conversations with people like, oh, I was watching Raven Labs and he brought up this point, and, you know, and it spreads that way. I'd like to inspire people to think. I'm not necessarily here for an entertainment thing. I mean, that's obvious if you look at my library of videos. I don't exactly try to entertain with what I do. But yeah, I just, of all the points that I wanted to talk about, the one that I think was most poignant to me was the fact that I just don't relate to YouTube anymore. At least not, it's just not the same. It's not the same site. And it's really become a place that I'm not comfortable with in some ways. I mean, I'm still here, I'm still part of the community, and I'm still trying to keep alive the parts that I appreciate. You know, I want my YouTube to still be there. But the YouTube, the website YouTube, is just it's a different world, man. And it's just wacky. So anyway, yeah, that was the point of my video, was to get my worst angle. Yeah, more to me to love, baby. And to also just put that point out there. So that's pretty much it, folks. I wish it was more exciting than that, but it's not. So I guess I'll talk to you all later.